Good evening, class of 2020, families and faculty. Congratulations on making it to this remarkable milestone. Of course, it's unfortunate we aren't celebrating this moment in the same room, but for those of you that know me, you know this probably saved me from forgetting my shoes or showing up late. Anyways, thank you teachers and faculty members for creating an environment for us to thrive and develop into the successful individuals that we are today. A special thank you to my family. As many of you know, my mom was supposed to be standing on stage with me today, but what matters most is she's been standing right by my side for every other step of the way. Thank you, Dad, for providing me with a moral compass and always keeping my focus in the right direction. And now thank you to all of our families for not only giving us every opportunity to succeed in high school, but for dealing with us moping around the house these past few months. And on the topic of this unexpected COVID-19 break, this pandemic has certainly put a damper on our senior year. However, it is even more devastating to me that millions of families around the world are dealing with loss and unemployment that is unparalleled in recent history. I know that it has taught us to never take what we have for granted. Still, I encourage everyone to find any way to turn this situation into opportunity. In our abundance of free time, I've seen people riding bikes daily, creating home workouts, spending time on Zoom with friends, and for me, I decided to learn Braille. Don't ask me why. For the class of 2020 specifically, though, facing adversity is nothing new for us. Being born amongst the 9/11 terrorist attacks is out of the ordinary just to start off. But since then, we've weathered many other storms that have come our way, including but not limited to the MSD shooting, the coronavirus, and the death of some childhood icons like Kobe Bryant and Mac Miller. But as Mac once said, people change, things go wrong, but just remember, life goes on. And through every obstacle we face, this senior class has only become tighter. And most importantly, we always work to improve our situation together. And that leads me to the fact that the class of 2020 never settles for mediocrity. In our high school story, we've never settled for being a character in someone else's book because we always knew we were meant to be the author of our own. So let's run it back to chapter 1, freshman year. Did you guys know that OH went from a B school to an A school the year we came? I'm not going to jump to any conclusions, but let's give some credit where credit is due. Then, in our final high school chapter, senior year, our cheerleading team made it to nationals, our boys and girls soccer teams made historic district runs, we created Heights' first ever lacrosse and rugby teams, and we had our first ever 2-time state champion in wrestling. Of course, our coaches and mentors have played huge roles in our success. For me, Coach Mears and Coach Carruthers have taught me that the only obstacle in the way of my success is myself, and I'm sure your coaches have done similar deeds. Overall, this extraordinary class has never settled and always sought positive improvement. I mean, look at our transition from the whip to the whoa. Remarkable, I know. Not to mention half of us are TikTok famous. Well, at least we think we are. Either way, we knew that this was our high school experience, and we took it into our own hands to make it one heck of a ride. And you know, I've heard a lot of people saying recently that senior year was supposed to be a movie but turned into a short film instead. Honestly, I think it's been more of a trailer, a preview of the types of people that we are and the types of feats we can accomplish. And that's why I know we're going to continue to be pioneers for greatness in the future. I may have been #1 in high school HPA, but as we move on, greatness will not mean grades, nor even making lots of money, but leaving every place, every situation a little better than it was before we got there. And we've certainly done that here. Every great leader started right where we are today. The only difference is they never settled for anything but the best, and neither will we. So class of 2020, please continue to be the author of your own book and never look back. Thank you.
Our final speaker is our student body president, Teresa Calandrio.